Hello, Stephane. Thank you so much for joining me. Can you please tell the viewers a little bit more about yourself?
Hello, Clara. My name is Stephane Escafre. I'm an international arbiter. And on the European Individual Championship, I'm in charge of anti-cheating.
And can you tell me a bit more about your experience as an arbiter? How did you become one, and how did you get involved in so many major events?
Well, it started in the 20th century, so maybe you were not born. Oh, for sure you were not. I was in a small club in France, but in a big city, and we had only one arbiter. So he needed help, and it started like that. And little by little, I became a national arbiter, international arbiter, but it took 20 years.
And what was the biggest tournament you've been to?
Well, I think about 2 tournaments. One involved only 2 players. It was the World Championship in London, 2018, between Carlsen and Caruana. I was chief arbiter. It was quite an experience. And another tournament involved 3,000 players. It was a school tournament, and, well, it's quite difficult also, but different way.
And you're also a very active online arbiter. Did you catch anyone there, and how did they try to cheat?
Well, you know, I cannot tell you everything because I don't want to give bad advice to the audience. But especially during the COVID period, we had many online tournaments. School tournaments, championship, world championship for disabled players, youth championship, European championship. I was working there with Tanya, who is also one deputy arbiter here, and we were together on many tournaments. But your question was how they cheat. Once again, I cannot tell everything, but they are cheating with help from outside sometimes. So it could be parents or teachers or friends. But we, how can I say that? We usually watch the players. They have cameras inside the playing room because they play at home, of course. And we also have camera from behind them, so we can see what happened in front of them. And they have to share the screen and also to share the sound, because we don't want anyone to give them some moves. So there are a lot of controls. And also the games are scanned. After each round, the games are sent to a professor of informatics. He works in New York, and he also works on this European Championship. And the game are scanned, and we get many information after that. And according to the numbers, we can check more deeply some players. But once again, I will not tell you everything.
Okay. And how did you become an arbiter on this tournament?
Well, I had some. There was a call of interest in the European Chess Union, and I was I was chosen by the European Chess Union Arbiters Commission to be part of this team. I already was anti-cheating officer in the, I think it was in 2018 also. So this is not the first time, of course, I'm doing that. I was also anti-cheating officer in the Rapid World Championship, Blitz Championship. So this decision was made by the European Chess Union.
I'm sure you need a lot of people to make sure nobody cheats. So do you work alone or with a team?
Well, there's a great team of arbiters here. So all of them also are very helpful, of course. They know about anti-cheating. Even if I'm in charge, they do most of the job, of course. And also we have some specific arbiters for anti-cheating and some volunteers also. Mm-hmm. So we are a great team, a big team. And this professor in New York also is very helpful.
And what kind of tools do you use to make sure nobody is cheating?
You really want to know all the secrets, but you know you won't. Well, we have some tools like in airport, for example. Well, this is a little bit more sophisticated than what we use in airport, because we can also detect some waves and... No, I cannot tell you, but we have some tools for sure. We also have something that looks like a James Bond movie, you know, Q in James Bond movie. He's playing with things like that. So if you receive some information or send some information, we will know it. So don't try it, please.
I will definitely not. And you probably took a lot of measures on this tournament. How are they different than from the other tournaments?
Well, this is one of the top level tournaments in the world, so of course it's more difficult for cheaters, we hope. We have some gates, like in the airport, so every player, every day, must go through these gates, sorry. And we also have some random checking of players, so nobody knows. You know, it's like anti-doping. Nobody knows if he will be controlled today or tomorrow, but we try to control everybody. We have those tools, I show you, we have plenty of them. What else? Oh, yes, I'd like to thank the organizer because we ask for a delay when we give the PGN, you know, the games online. So there's a delay of 15 minutes. Of course, the organizer is not comfortable with that because there's the delay. It's not really live, absolutely. But I insist on that because if you want to receive some information from outside, this is absolutely useless with a 15-minute delay because the player cannot wait for 15 minutes before making each move.
Thank you so much. It was a real pleasure talking with you.
Thank you.